Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K. Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion, just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw this game. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
Would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Three-pointer healed. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And SGA has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game. Drills it from outside. Siakam's got his second bucket tonight.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
The three. And the Nets, another three.
That's three straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. He told me there's no real way to stop Nikola Jokic. He can score on anyone, and when you try to double him, he dissects you with his passing, which is arguably his most dangerous trait. Coach continued, you can pick your poison with Joker, but either way, you are getting poisoned. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Tries again. It's rebounded by New York. Shot to stop the run, and the shot goes in.
and that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, SGA. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 7. Back to Jokic. Shoots. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything. So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
And Jones pulls it down. Can't nail the jumper. Knicks trailed by 7. Healed outside. Here's Jokic. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Pass to SGA. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Healed outside. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Now, Jokic, after the missed lead from Andre Drummond. Murphy, no good.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Down low, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
And here's Jokic outside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Kennard for 3.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
From deep, SGA connects from 3-point range. SGA's got 5 now.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
New York substitution.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Jokic. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
So that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
At the elbow, Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Nets leading by 8. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from the line. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Now here's Hardaway. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Three-pointer. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Brooklyn with the ball. 10-point lead. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's the lob to the hoop. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Furphy. Back to Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
Brooklyn leading by 12. SGA feeling it out a bit. Pass to Dillingham. Just 5 to shoot. SGA with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Shed. Still yet to score. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here's SGA. Pass to Dillingham. And here is Harris. Going inside. Yes, that goes in. And the Nets lead by 14. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Nets?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Here's SGA. Another one falls from Brooklyn.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Number 20.
Pass to Shed. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
For 3, it's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. 11-point game. Hardaway. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And Hardaway gets it to go.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
SGA with the ball. 16 points for him. To the inside. And it's sent back by Jokic.
The imposing presence of the Joker inside turns away the finish right at the rim.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
.114 left to play here in the first. On the wing, Hardaway. New York moving it around. Pass to Jokic. Fade away. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Now Dillingham hasn't made one yet. Harris inside the line. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Shed. Out to the right wing. Furphy. And a miss there on the triple. Nets leading by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 seconds left. And he sinks the layup. SGA's got 18 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Nets lead by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Knicks trail by 8. Screen by Jones. Pass to Highsmith. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Porter. Here's Harris. Takes a 3. And Spencer pulls it down. Now Concho. Here's Spencer. Pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. And stolen by Dillingham. On the wing, Harris. Harris draws the double. Here's Dillingham. They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Hall. Hardaway with the steal. And he gets the bucket. Hardaway has got 15.
Well, Tim Hardaway has been on point all game. This guy's been aggressive and engaged.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. 6 on the shot clock. There's Porter with the 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Spencer. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Can't convert off the spin. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Dillingham. And Jones sends it back. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Over to the wing. Siaka. Right side. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the score by New York. Here's Porter. Lays it up off the glass. Porter's got his first bucket in this one.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bat. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Porter. Screen by Siakam. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Siakam's got 13 points.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And here's Jokic, covered by Siakam. Picked him clean. Porter looking it over. Pass to Vukcevic. Back to Porter. Now Siakam. And he gets it to go. He's got 15.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Hardaway, no good.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Pass to Siakam. The 19-foot shot. And Jokic with the rebound. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Knicks. Down by 12. It's off to Charlotte format for this game as they take on the Hornets. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Pass to Siakam. In low. Another miss by Siakam.
Solid defense there. You are just trying to make an interior shot a difficult shot, and that's what happened.
And Jokic gets it to go.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Siakam. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Knicks trailed by 8. Outside Hardaway. Back to Jokic. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Here's Richard. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Heisman. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Spencer. Pass to Caruso. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, how about the toughness of Caruso battling through the foul and making the bucket?
New York shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Greg think everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Team 7.
Pass to Spencer.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No good on the three. Kennard for three. Drills the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 8.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown three. Good night.
Here's Jokic. And the Knicks miss again. And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Richard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Knicks trail by 8. Inside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
For New York, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Now, here's Siakam. 15 points in the game. Pass to Kennard. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard.
14.
That's his first foul. And it's the Knicks with the ball. 8-point game. And Jokic wide open. He shoots.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Porter inside. Caruso grabs the miss. Knicks trailed by 6. Here's Hield. Buries it down low. Hield's got his first points of the night.
Well, Buddy Hield not backing down on the interior. He says, I got more than shooting in my game.
Here's Porter. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Jokic a screen. Takes the 3. The shot comes out.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Kennard for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got 9.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Porter. Here's Richard. Knicks with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Jokic. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Fades back. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. From about 16, the Nets working the ball around now. From past the arc. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Heisman. 9 points in the game so far. Spencer's shot is on.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Siakam. 18 points for him. Good on the triple. triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Hield. Latrey. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Nets leading by 11. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Fast break. Here we go. Hield with the bucket.
Well, Buddy Hield, opportunistic in transition, an opportunity to show you I've got some speed.
Outside, Porter. Out left to the wing. For 3, Siakam. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pass to Hield, and the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now, here's Jokic. Puts up a 3. Flexing that range, Nikola Jokic.
And you just can't give Jokic any breathing room because he is a threat to fire from anywhere.
Caruso with the steal. By himself. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Jones covering. Outside, SGA. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. And here's Jokic. 17 points in the game. That one drops for him. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Here's SGA. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Count it good.
Man, we talk so often and appropriately about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a scorer. How about that dime?
And Jokic will just torch you inside.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
To the middle. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Hield launches it from deep. Off target from three-point range. With 3, Harris. Knicks with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it's Jokic in the corner. The shot that time, not on target. Brooklyn leading by 8. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The rebound by Hield. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Launches it. Here's Jokic. Here's Caruso. They grab their own miss. Pass to Shed. Back to Jokic. The big man, Jokic. And here's Brooklyn. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Yep, it counts.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that move by Shea? Creating a bucket. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Now, here's Jokic. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Shed missing. And Brooklyn has possession. They're leading by 8. Pass to Drummond. The 3. Caruso grabs the miss. And the Knicks with possession. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Caruso's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
SGA from outside sinks the three-pointer.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Jokic with it. 23 points in the game. Here's Shed. Rebound Andre Drummond.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks pull it in. Now, Jokic. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game. And it goes down 2 points. And now an 11-point Nets lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Jokic. This one for 3. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Hield from outside. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's SGA. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So here is New York. They trail by 11. Pass to Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Misses the 3. Now Dillingham. To the inside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Knicks trail by 11. That shot off. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Brooklyn leading by 11. Outside, SGA. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become a walking bucket, folks. This is now an elite NBA scorer.
It's Jokic top of the key. From downtown, and Vukcevic pulls it down. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Now, here's Siakam. And that one, good. SGA's got 32 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Here's Siakam, following the score by New York.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 25. The shot's good.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Lets it fly from 18. And he can't bank that one in. Pass to Highsmith. And here is Caruso. Hardaway from outside. SGA with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shoots from 14. Good. SGA's got 34.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
Pass to Caruso. Outside Hardaway. Lets it go with a three. That one's not going to go. Nets leading by 14. Three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Knicks now. Pass to Jokic. Lets the three fly. Traps in the tray. Jokic has got 30.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Bounce pass from SGA. Here's Siakam. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Knicks trail by 11. Pass to Highsmith. New York moving the ball around. Back to Jokic. Clock at 4. Launches a three. That one, no good. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 34. Pass to Vukcevic. He can't get that one. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Gets it up. Not going to go that time. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Brooklyn Nets. What an amazing
75.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Porter with the ball for Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16. There's the screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Poked away. Pass to Conchar. No good from outside. Nets leading by 11. Now here's Porter. Back to Siakam. Here's Hall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dillingham. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Conchar. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. There's Porter with the three. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Shed. Pass to Highsmith. On the wing, Hardaway. Off target with his three.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Now here's Porter. Puts it up from 15. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Here's Shed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he makes the first. The Knicks making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Siakam misses.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Pass to Jones. Here's Shed. From outside the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Kennard's shot is off.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Porter in the corner. Siakam outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Siakam's got 26.
Team second.
Jokic, that's a two-pointer. Here's Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Buddy Hield so active on the offensive end, finds the defense in a compromised position, and gets what he's looking for.
Both free throws good from Hield.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So it's Porter bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. The Nets working the ball around now. The three ball sinks the triple. Siakam's got 29 in the game.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Pass to Jokic. Hardaway from outside. A rebound by the Nets. At one point, they led by 16. Now Porter. Drummond the screen. Inside. Over Jokic. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish.
Shed, that's good.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Nets leading by 9. Outside Porter. And the wing jumper offline.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Pass to Shed. Fires the three. No good on that one. And here are the Nets. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Hardaway. Back to Porter. And here is Siakam. Clock at 6. Over Jokic. Siakam misses. Knicks trail by 9. And here they go. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 32 points.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Porter. Here's Richard. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Nets lead by 10.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
From deep. And that's Jokic with the rebound. Knicks trail by 10. Pass to Shed. Jokic a screen. Down low. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
Here's Kennard. Jacks up a 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Out to the wing. Pass to Shed. Jokic. Out to Hardaway. A second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Nets leading by 7. Pass to Kennard. Here's Richard. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
His scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
A nice shot by Spencer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Right side, SGA. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Hardaway. New York moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander, dangerous on the run.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Jokic a screen. Fires for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Nets leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander. On the arc, Gilgeous-Alexander is pure.
Well, he's certainly got all the tools. SGA proving to be increasingly a threat from deep.
Here's Spencer. Misses the 3.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Cleared away by Caruso. Knicks trail by 9. And there's the drive.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the first one drops. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Now Siakam. Jokic with the rebound.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Puts up a 3. Trained from outside.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball's knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And the 3 misses.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
That does not go. Knicks trail by 5. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in. Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Outside, SGA.
Well, this has been the book on defending Andre Drummond on the interior. Make him earn it at the charity stripe.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. No luck that time either. And so here is New York. It's a 3-point game. Caruso with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. SGA with the steal.
As Siakam relishes the opportunity to deliver. That's a big-time basket.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And so here is New York. Now Jokic shoots the 3. And there's the 3.
Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Spencer. Jokic with it. Here's Caruso. And get the 3. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down.